Alright, good morning everybody. We're here a little early. Let me turn down the game volume a bit. Maybe that works. Of course, now it might be quiet. Somebody tell me about volume in a bit. We are here with Expedition 33. This is my pick for Game of the Year by a large margin. I checked my stats the other day. I have not played this game since May. So it's been 6 months since I've opened this game up. But to give you guys some context, last time I played this game, I have a ton of playtime in it. I've got almost... What does my Steam stat say? I've got 130 hours of time in this game. And in those 130 hours, I did 100% the game. I 100%ed, but I didn't grind the last few levels on anybody besides Lune. But we have all of the Luminas, like literally every single Lumina in the game. We have all of the weapons in the game. Anything and everything that we could have, we do have. So we are like big Expedition 33 gamers. But we are... I forgot what the buttons were for this game. But we are way too high level to have fun with our old team. They just kind of... They're too strong. And the game's not fun anymore. There's... Even if on like the New Game Plus, just absolutely destroying enemies on New Game Plus. And it's not fun to just like stomp things. So we're going to start a new game. And we're going to go from there. Of course, we're going to put it on expert. We'll keep the tutorials just in case. The character customizations and cutscenes, obviously. Yes, yes, yes. Looks good. Start game. This is a game of heavy story. And then it has really good turn-based combat. This game does a lot of things right. One of the issues that other turn-based games have, I'm thinking like the Final Fantasy series in particular, you get to this turn-based section, and there's nothing stopping you from firing off your strongest move. Like, let's say your strongest move is Spiral Uppercut. You just click Spiral Uppercut 8 times in a row, and there's nothing like stopping you from doing that. In this game, there's a lot that kind of rewards you for mixing up your moves. Like, every character has unique mechanics, and they play uniquely, differently. And every single one of their mechanics benefits from you using multiple moves, not just the same move over and over and over again. And they do a phenomenal job in that regard. But not only that, the game is just gorgeous. The storyline is incredible. The emotions are real and raw. This is one of the few games that does rival Paths to Nowhere story writing. And they knocked it out of the fucking park. Absolutely knocked it out of the fucking park. And the music is very stylized, but I like this music. This is good fucking music. Let me know if the audio bounce is good, if you guys can hear the music. If you can't hear the music, then I gotta change things.
Give someone flowers. You should probably do it before they wither and die.
What, the flower? Or Sophie?
Ooh, dark. Sophie would approve. Hey, you said it, not me.
I was wondering why this was hurting my eyes. The frame rate is currently locked to
Putting up 3 tables?
30 FPS for some reason. So I'll have to look at that after
enthusiasm for the expedition.
after this conversation.
5 tables.
Marvelous.
Have you tried throwing with your other arm instead? If you could hit the paintress directly, that would actually be useful.
You know, hobbies don't always have to be useful. I'm enjoying the uselessness of today and readying my usefulness for tomorrow. And soon, we'll get to do a lot more than throw rocks.
That's what all the other expeditions said.
Hey, you know they gave their lives to lay the trail for us, right?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what's going on,
You still got a
there
flower?
is
No?
some giant on the other side of the world who has some inexplicable power.
I'm not sure how to start.
Anybody above a certain age is instantly killed.
You're asking me.
And every year, that age limit goes down by 1. So she started off by killing everybody above 100, then everybody above 99, and then like everybody above 70, and like counts down by 1 every year until this year, where she's killing everybody above the age of 33. So our job is to go out and find a way to stop her. But if you leave the city, there's all sorts of monsters, all sorts of trials, and most people don't want to leave the city because they just kind of accepted their fate that they're all going to die. And there's no reason to throw your life away early. You might as well just wait until the clock ticks down. But phenomenal game, phenomenal. Right, I gotta change some settings real quick. Max FPS. Yeah, I would like to limit that, but I guess I can't. Can I like turn on? Whatever, it'll work. You want to save them? Yeah. This game doesn't play well with frame gen, does it? Let me turn that off real quick. I know I just turned it on, but I'm turning it off again. Frame generation, disable, max FPS. Let's put it at 120. Desync enabled. Everything else looks good. Fly and leave. Okay, we're good now. So basically, our character, Gustav, he is about to lead the expedition to try and
Alright,
find
let's
that
go.
giant that destroys the
I'll
world.
accompany you there. Are
And
you ready to see her again?
on his way out there,
Been ready.
he is going to say goodbye to his ex-girlfriend, his ex-lover, and say goodbye to her because her time in this world is up. That's basically what's happening here in this. And we get a bunch of tutorials along the way. I have to remember all the buttons. There's so many buttons in this game. I don't think there's any secrets in the tutorial. This game is heavily focused on
Let's set up
secrets.
these grapple shortcuts. Nice, huh?
Very good
Don't
game.
tell your sister though. I sort of borrowed the hooks from the Expedition Academy. Come on, Gustav, speed up a bit. Sophie will have already gamaged by the time you've arrived.
My head.
Can't believe Sophie already turned 33. She looks so much younger than you.
Thanks.
She's popular. I'm sure she already has a necklace full of flowers.
I can imagine. What?
You look tense.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you need. A little jewel.
No.
Come on, it'll loosen you up.
Oh, I have to remember how to play the game.
If you win, I'll give you something you can use with your Lumina converter.
Alright, you're on.
Yes!
Yeah. Remind me how to play the game. It's been 6 months. I'm going to miss every parry. Okay, Battle Wheel, you have AP, and you can regain that AP by parrying or using the basic attack. Turn order on the left. Okay, B to dodge, right bumper to parry. Noted. Noted. Skill wheel, instead of basic attacking, you can spend your AP. And for me, I need to charge up the Luminous. Now, this is what I was talking about, where this game encourages you to mix up your moves. Overcharge is Gustav's strongest move. But it doesn't matter unless he has charges. And to get those charges, you have to use Luminaire Assault. And it's a really good way to prevent the player from just pressing the same button over and over and over again every turn, because pressing the same button gets boring. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Okay, you do your 3-part parry, you get a counterattack, you also get a ton of AP for doing that. And now our overcharge meter is full, so you can just blast her. Okay. Good to get a little refresher there. I forgot all the buttons, so I'm glad that we have those buttons again.
All right, now let's go find some. I saw her.
Yeah.
Oh, the plaza is lively. Why people like to celebrate the gommage is still a mystery to me, but oh well. The red and white tree. I've always found it beautiful. I don't really understand. You and Sophie broke up so long ago, but clearly you never got over her. Why'd you wait until today to say something? It's a bit late, isn't it?
He replies with silence. Not even answering the question. Again, this is a primarily story-based game, but it's got a lot of really good turn-based combat in it. A lot of corners to explore. If you guys like exploring, this is your game.
Can we talk?
Gustav, I love you all.
That's for your, if there's room.
Oh.
There's always room.
You know,
I
I'm
missed you.
sorry that... I
You
miss
don't
you
need
too.
Okay,
You go.
no, you.
You know how I feel? I wish things had been... You know, I often think... Another path, you know, another future.
Still can't finish your sentences, can you?
Yep.
He's not very good
That
at
hasn't
sentences.
changed.
I missed that.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I never faulted you for wanting to believe. You're fighting to change things. I understand, just... in a different world, right?
Okay, I might start skipping the intro story. There's a lot of story at the intro, and it's good, don't get me wrong. I've just seen it all before.
People change the world, and you are the most stubborn person I know.
Some people fell in love with this game just from the intro, because it does have like a tragic twist. It's very Path to Nowhere-esque in that way. In fact, most of the story is very Path to Nowhere-esque, where it's like very, very dark story, and it has a lot of like, holy fuck twists to it. Very Path to Nowhere like. Nothing ends well. That's one way to say it. You thought you were going to get a happy ending in Path to Nowhere? Sucks to suck. You're not going to get one here either.
Oh, hi, Sophie. So Gustav really did. I knew he would.
Has everybody already...
Yeah. Sophie,
Looks like
well, there are less and less people. I just wish you didn't have to work.
Tiffany.
I should finish cleaning up.
See you. See you.
I can't imagine what you're going through.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've lived 33 good years. Look around. We've had our whole lives to prepare. We're all fine. Mostly.
I'm not fine.
Oh, Marie. Your flower. I didn't. And yet you... I'm not not... Do you care? I'm not... I know. And now if you look... And you should... Sorry. See you. Good luck. You will be.
Skipping some of this stuff because again I've just seen it all already. I don't need to go through it again. Little secret here that you have to jump puzzle for. Nice little bit of cash. Nothing crazy. Just like a hey, there are things hiding about in the world.
You're as gorgeous.
Cyril, you flatterer.
Peter, see, I'm preparing the headline for
So, what...
Actually,
You don't...
oh, well, help me again.
Sure.
It shall be the destined journey.
Expedite.
Headline. Nobody really cares about them anymore after they. Okay, you.
Don't forget...
I would. Thank you.
It's always been a... Take care of...
Yeah.
They both know that she's dying like today. So that makes it kind of awkward.
Hey, you. I just... This may be my... How could I make it...
Esky or not Esky? On its 33rd expedition, hell yeah. This is just a new game save. I already was on New Game Plus, but all my characters are level 99. So it makes the game not fun to just walk around one-shotting everything with level 99.
I shall get to.
So
Sophie. Oh,
But I will.
it was... I wanted to really dive into New Game Plus when I finished the game, but it was just a stomp. So
something...
The expedition. All they do is leave.
You know that goal?
Yes, that's what. Before he left for it. And here we are. We could have spent.
Your father...
I have no.
I'm not really looking forward to like collecting all of the... Oh, not really looking forward to collecting all of the Luminas again. All of the... I forget what they're called. The little passives that you get in combat. But I am looking forward to like actually having to play the game because I don't have like some broken build that does all the thinking for me. Because that's what it was. Okay, now I do one more assault and then I attack for a little bit to get AP enough to overcharge.
Those who come off.
Easy peasy. Because, like,
That's.
on the other save, I wasn't even using... I never used the basic attack. There was no reason to. I would get more energy out of
Do you think my friends...
actually attacking than I would, like, using my basics, which is not how the game's supposed to be played. It's just how crazy your build can get. So... Verso machine gun build my go. Are you talking like the full free aim shot attack? And then you finish it up with that 2 AP like snipe attack at the end? Because if so, yeah, things fucking busted as shit. Okay.
Not everyone attends the living wake, or some prefer more intimate goodbyes.
I guess that's one way to seal your final day. Yeah, that thing was insane. I did not like Verso. I tried to make Verso work so much, and then the machine gun build like became a possibility, and it was just broken. It's just, I don't think I was fucking mattered. It was just Verso.
Oh, Luna's playing. You two would make a cute couple.
If you say so.
Or maybe something already happened, huh?
There she is. There's the goat. Don't look at her feet. the whole no shoes thing is still a little weird, but you know.
Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Who? The paintress?
Look at her. She looks sad. Maybe she's a prisoner too.
Okay, we fight the mime.
Stuck in the same
We probably die to the
cell.
mime, but we fight the mime.
Silly her.
Only
Gustav!
Okay, this is the big test. Do I remember how to play the game? Kind of. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 is still a losing score, but hey, 2 out of 3. Oh. Okay. We're like half now. And I got silenced. Okay, okay. Let's do this. You know, little baby heal. Okay, there we go.
for those who come after.
Yes. Yes, he's very much stunned.
I guess it's okay.
Okay. Not bad. I didn't die to the mime the first time. That's good.
Someone built. There's some.
Gustav destroyed the mime, as the mime is clearly following me around. Gustav, you did not do a very good job destroying this thing. It is very much still chasing me.
You have to be.
Why?
Nah, I'll stick.
Could be useful.
Yeah.
The paint is.
Okay, I think that's everybody that we can, like, talk to and interact. I don't think there's any, like, hidden things in the town besides the mime. I take that back. There's something over here. Wait, there's an outfit I never got. That's right. You were supposed to do something in the town to get, like, a special outfit for Gustav.
I love you guys.
Fuck the paint! Fuck the paintress! Fuck the paintress!
And I forgot what I was supposed to do to get the red outfit for Gustav. Shit. Oh well. Don't care enough.
I've always loved the harbor.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure I could look it up. I'm not going to. It's not that important.
Oh.
Gustav!
What?
Here, Sophie asked us to bring you your coat.
So one weird thing about this game is that this is a cutscene, but they have some other cutscenes that are like cutscenes. And the cutscenes, they don't have widescreen support. So it's going to look really weird when we go into the cutscene.
It's supposed to be between us, yeah? I wanted to do something for you.
Soph. Thanks, guys. This is great. Thank you.
See you at the festival?
Don't leave without saying.
How's the audio? Is the... Oh, you always tell me how to get it. It's not hard. I'm assuming it's too late, right? Like I had to do it before this little part here.
What? I know that face.
You mean a lot to them. I can tell.
Yeah, they mean a lot to me too. Legacy can take many forms, right?
Yeah.
You told me that.
Right.
Why?
I wanted to
In
see
engine
you
versus
very
pre-render cutscenes. Yeah, that's probably it. You know your stuff.
Oh, you like uniforms now?
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, that's fair. Again, I don't really care. I appreciate it though. Audio's great, cool. I'm still struggling with the audio balance because like sometimes I'm like, all right, Chaz, the audio good? Everyone's like, yeah, it's great. And then I like watch the stream back, like a little 5-minute segment. And I was like, I can't even hear anything besides the music blaring out my eardrums. But you know, I'm still figuring it out.
In a way, it's yours too.
Oh, thankfully with PC games, I don't have to run through my capture card, so the audio can actually be collected correctly. Anything on my tablet's got to run through the capture card, and the capture cards, for some reason, is not picking up the audio. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know if it's a capture card thing, I need a better capture card, or if it's a tablet thing, I need a new tablet, or what's going on, but we'll figure it out eventually. So the people that I'm going to use, by far my favorite two, are Lune and CL. And then that third slot's kind of a whoever. Like that third slot's interchangeable in my eyes, but I think I'm gonna go Monoko for the long haul. Aw, that's so sweet of you. Yeah, I'm specifically trying to do the Variety Sunday stuff, specifically so that I don't get locked in Paths to Nowhere. So like, let's say 5 years down the line, Path to Nowhere is like no longer relevant. Everything's just dead. But it's again, this channel's still very much Path to Nowhere. I'm gonna try and keep this just live streams once a week. Not affecting like the regular video uploads and that kind of stuff. So hopefully it doesn't disturb too much, but also I just want to, if something cool comes out like the Risk of Rain DLC, I want to be able to stream that too. Really looking forward to the Risk of Rain DLC. Yeah, you never really know. Yeah. Was there ever a game that you thought you'd play forever, and then you just kind of woke up one day and you're like, fuck this? I have one on my mind. Or I thought I'd play it forever, and then like I dropped it, and I was like, nope, never touching this ever again. Not saying that'll happen with Path to Nowhere, but it has happened in the past. Destiny 2, okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a solid answer. I never got into the Destiny. I had friends try to pull me into Destiny. Warframe. Okay, that's another one that I never got pulled into. But I don't think I ever looked at Warframe as like, yeah, that's a game I want to play. I never got that vibe. Mine was League of Legends. I was like super into League of Legends. And then I just woke up one day and it's like, nah. I have better things to do with my life.
I'm here.
Most other games kind of like died off naturally, but League of Legends, it was very much like I woke up one day and it's like, nah. There was no build up, there was no me slowly getting tired of the game. It was just like, goodbye. Kind of like this death here. She's there 1 second and then she's not there the next. The music in this game is phenomenal. Again, this is definitely my Game of the Year pick. It's one of the few games that competes with Path to Nowhere in both music and in story. And that's really hard to do. There's a few other ones that are out there that I think have a fair shot at Game of the Year. Thinking, Helldivers 2 is another one I dropped, sadly. That's fair. My buddy recently got into it because his brother wanted him to start playing. And he compared it to games that we play normally, and he was like, I can see why people like it, but like there's so many things that it could do that it's not doing. My big, like, aside from the Path of Nowhere, my big game that I play and like keep going back to right now is Warhammer Darktide. And Darktide and Helldivers 2, they like their studios share the same building, or they're like right across the street or something like that. So they actually use the same engine. It's like a custom engine made by those, I forget what they are. Are they Swedish? Something like that.
There you are.
And
You can't hide from us, you know. Like I said.
whenever we see Helldiver stuff, we compare it directly to Darktide, and Darktide just always wins. Always wins. Oh, you love Darktide? Ooh, yeah, Darktide's good. I played that game way too much. Way too much. Havoc 40 clear, all that other stuff.
Yeah. Could use a drink.
Yeah. I don't think they share a building. I think they're across the street. They're like really close to each other, and they both use the same engine, like a custom-made engine to make Tide games work. And then their sister studio used their engine for Helldivers 2.
Maybe later. I'll catch up. I'm okay.
It's a lot of the Darktide developers, Fat Shark. They get a lot of flack for it because they're like, look at what this other company can do with your engine. Why are you not doing this with your engine? And then Fat Shark just proceeds to do what Fat Shark wants to do.
You weirdo.
Fat Shark is Fat Shark. Love 40k in general, though. Massive lore nerd for the 40k fantasy or Warhammer 4 fantasy and 40k. Yeah, it's fair. I got into Warhammer fantasy because of Darktide. Like, I was always aware of it, but I wasn't like big into it. And then Darktide is like, okay, what's an Eviscerator? Who uses Eviscerator? Oh, the Sisters of Redemption.
Please check on my
I butchered their name, but you guys know what I'm saying. I don't remember the specific name, but the Battle Sisters who walked that path of redemption, that barely wear any clothes and wield massive chain swords.
Hey, Gustav.
And they like shrug off wounds because they're just doped up on the love for the God Emperor.
Your loss.
These are yours.
Little things like that are really cool. I don't like Space Marines though. Anytime a Space Marine enters this fray, I just kind of like roll my eyes.
Seriously though. Sober's better.
No.
Ah.
Go have some drink.
Gustav.
You wanna?
Where's my love?
After tomorrow.
That's to.
Who am I?
How many?
You're kidding. This.
Yes.
67.
Brilliant.
What are you talking?
All right. Which was the first expedition?
Expedition 0. That's a trick question.
Abilities you.
Well done.
Not really. You be.
All right.
Okay, cool. We passed the questionnaire.
Hey.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. Actually,
That's okay.
what about you?
Oh.
Oh.
Eh,
I really thought.
it's for the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe you're.
Best character in the game right here.
Dragged me here.
Okay, so last time I actually played this game, I played it on my old PC. And my old PC is very old. It's running a 1080. Not like a 1080 Super or anything, just like a or a 1080 Ti, just a regular old 1080. And it could not run this game, and it could not render her tattoos. But a new computer can render that tattoo, and it's gorgeous. Yeah, this is the best character by far.
Is that the final spot?
Theoretically, extrapolated from the archives, but so much of the landscape has changed.
I trust your calculation.
Thanks.
It's a good strategy.
Assuming the records are correct. Like,
You need a drink.
go away, Gustav.
I'm just amazed that my 1080 was able to run it in the first place. Like, I thought I was gonna get boxed out of this experience because my PC was too old.
I can do that.
But even though I'm running it at like 25 FPS, I managed to play the game.
You're probably alone, as usual.
It was a painful experience, but hey, we played the game.
What about you?
I've already claimed.
A view of the...
She won't be there
if we fail.
when one.
I just finished.
Perfect.
Hey.
Well, I haven't...
Nah.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
You came.
I wasn't.
You've been avoided. Yeah.
Do you think I'm a?
Do you?
Not anymore.
Meaning what?
More like.
It makes me sad.
No.
If you say so.
Okay, I forget where I'm supposed to get the... There's 3 tokens. You get one from this guy. You get one for beating Mael on the streets. Where do I get the 3rd token?
I'm paid. I like that you...
I don't recall off the top of my head. I don't think I've already got it.
Wow.
Don't remember any other challenge. A channel Discord server at 1,000 subs? Ooh, that's an idea. Is there any interest in a Discord server? I mean, I'm sure there is. People love Discord. I could definitely get one rolling. I had one in the past. I used to stream on Twitch way back in the day to a much smaller audience.
Please.
Yeah. Look, I know
And I kind of stopped doing it because I streamed over COVID times,
One
and then
year out
COVID
there.
times were no longer a thing, and I went back to working,
If anyone
and I
should
just
see what you
didn't keep up with streaming while I was
do, Lumi- Besides,
after the
'cause she knows
pandemic.
shush.
Doubly lucky.
All right, enough chit chat.
Old man.
You're pretty much the oldest man in Louis. This time, I'm not.
That was, again, way back in the day. I was at an entirely different time. Okay, I'm going to lose to Mael. Mael's going to beat my ass. There's not much that I can do about it. Oh my god. Got hit with the Dark Souls, the
Superior fighter.
big wind up with so little payoff. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah.
Hope your Lumina converter works better than your dueling.
I hope so too. I hope so too, Mael. Okay, I have to like perfectly block everything from here on out. Rough. Rough. This is actually one of the hardest fights because like you never fight Mael.
Slow.
So you never have a chance to like learn her moves. Get that server rolling, my dude. Sir, yes, sir. You're hilarious. Thank you. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, I'll make one. We're almost at 1,000 now, like out of nowhere. We jumped up like 150, 160 this past month, something crazy like that.
Don't get too drunk.
My darling sister.
I'm hoping that with the anniversary stuff, like the anniversary pools, the Augustus guide, the Hella guide, and then I'm going to like controversy farm, like which one should you get? Did you make the wrong choice? Like I'm going to clickbait and controversy bait a little bit, and I'm hoping like the anniversary hype will get us over 1,000, because that'll be fun. You've been a sub since the 300s. Oh, you were in the old school wave then. You were here before the voice stuff.
Yes.
I forgot like when the voice stuff started happening, at like what sub count it was, but it was 300 sounds before voiced. Yeah, cool. Okay,
Your luminous
we're doing much better than we were
better
last
your
time.
dueling.
For those who come after.
Shame
Okay, we
losing
were
to
doing
a
better.
superior
Now we're
fight.
doing about the same. She could kill me here. Okay, I lived. I thought that means anything, because she's still just gonna kill me. Oh my god, that was early? I thought that was late. Yeah, again, the channel started at first, the very first video I uploaded for Path to Nowhere. It was to prove somebody wrong. He's like, you need Che to clear Dark Zone. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? So I posted videos of me clearing Dark Zone without Che. And then from there, it went to like, people were really struggling with that Dark Zone Season 0. So I posted my clears. It's like, hey, you guys have my buffs. Here's how you do it. And I had, you know, we all had shit dog, shit terrible teams. But people really appreciated that. And then I just started doing Dark Zone clears on the regular. Most of my posts were,
Shame losing to a superior.
most of the interaction was just on Reddit, not even YouTube. I just kind of like uploaded to YouTube so that people on Reddit could see shit.
Hope your Lumina converter works better than your dueling.
Last 45, we're at 955 right now. It's crazy. Had to do some math in my head there. Live on stream, it's dangerous stuff.
For those who come after.
Oh, we're so fucking close, but I think it is another loss. Alright, Mael, can I block your one attack? Oh, I did. Okay, it's over. We win. Oh, no, we don't. We don't have any fucking... Jesus Christ. We don't have any AP to spend. Wonder if I can just shoot her to death. 7 damage. Not quite. Okay, we finished with a perfect parry. There you go. There you go. 956 now. Hey, there we go, man. There we fucking go.
Congratulations.
That's really exciting. Like, not only is 1,000 like a milestone and like a really cool number, but like some back end stuff for the YouTube partner stuff, right? I don't get ad revenue until 1,000. So I think there's ads on the channels. Like I watched a video, one of my videos once, and it gave me an ad. So I think there's ads on my videos now, but I don't get any of that ad revenue until we hit 1,000. So that's really exciting.
Go have some.
Commander?
Saw you with.
Yeah. Where's your door? Shit.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
We have a really good...
Tomorrow come.
Doesn't it all?
I think there's a... But not in... Maybe if they...
We were lucky.
I don't know.
I like that.
Okay, I got 2 of the tokens. Where's the third one come from?
Hey, Amandi.
Oh, hey.
Certainly.
On it.
Oh, I have all 3. Never mind.
Let's see what you've got.
I don't know where I got the third one, but I have the third one. Yeah, there you go, Gustav. You look beautiful.
Hello,
Colette.
relics.
That's kind of...
I may not
Ah. Yes,
take good care.
Aha! Still gonna come.
call it more...
You won't
The chief counsel... What?
This is the.
I've heard you...
You and I.
should put that...
There are.
M, you're...
We're never.
You're so...
Just take.
Me?
We're her. She really. You mean the.
Just suggest...
I do. Anyway.
Yeah, we got the 3 emblems. We talked to everybody. Yeah, we should be good. Oh, a Discord server. I would look into it now, but I can't. Game's like full screen and not borderless window, unfortunately, so I can't alt tab on it easily,
Expeditioners.
at least while streaming.
The Sword of Lumiere. We honor your dedication. We do not take for granted that you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. Some of you are leaving to change the world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe. Some to protect loved ones.
I don't follow the other Path to Nowhere creators that
Others to find
closely.
meaning in our
Do
all too short
do like
lives.
EKG and Jui, or however you pronounce her channel,
Sail into
do they have Discord servers?
Know that Lumiere stands with you.
I know Path to Nowhere official, like they have their official Discord.
Know that Lumiere
But do like any
fights with you.
other creators in the space have Discords?
Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world. Unable to paint another death. Let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. Let the world once again watch the sun rise without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you
Because those are
to
like
where
the 3 relatively big channels. There's, again, EKG, Jui, and then I'm going to butcher the last guy's name, Kaizo. He's the VTuber who does all the like story stuff. His channel is actually really huge, like comparatively for like the Path to Nowhere space, right?
tomorrow comes.
And they're doing well. There's a few other people that I watch a little bit more closely than those 3,
Thanks to you,
but they are not as popular for whatever reason.
Expedition 33.
I forget his channel name, but his Reddit handle is xwides. He does a lot of really good stuff. And we used to have other names like there was a guy named Bowser LK. I don't know what ended up happening with Bowser, but oh, he had some. I don't want to go too deep into his business. He had some problems, and you could tell that he was like slowly getting annoyed at the game for various reasons. And then one day he just kind of like stopped posting videos altogether and just kind of just disappeared. I liked his stuff when he was uploading. He was also doing similar stuff to me, or like I keep all of my people leveled at 70 so that it stays relevant to people, and I'm not just out there like, oh yeah, to beat that stage you're struggling with, Here, use a maxed out level 90 S5 Darren. If you don't have a level 90 S5 Darren, then it's tough shit. And I don't want to do that. And he followed that same logic where everybody was at level 80 and everybody's skills were capped at level 7 and ECB 1, and he did not raise anybody beyond that. So it was very much like example clears for free-to-play, budget-friendly accounts. And it was cool to see those clears.
Which expedition are you from?
Where'd your other chats go? I see them on my end, but I'm not sure on your end. I guess I should clarify. The last 3 that I see, right, is 956 now, oh that sucks, and where'd my other chat messages go? And I see all the ones before that too, but I'm not sure what you're seeing on your end. YouTube's been weird lately. I've got some very interesting statistics from YouTube that don't make a lot of sense. Specifically when it comes to the live streaming stuff. The video stuff does have like some confusing stuff, but it makes sense at the end of the day. The live stream stuff is kind of whack, honestly.
He's not following. Putain! What the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Merde! What do we do now?
Regroup at the rally point. The indigo tree.
Now for my non-Expedition 33 gamers, for those who don't play this game, this is where like the Path to Nowhere story, the Path to Nowhere style story starts, where you are like sent on to go on this chosen expedition where you are supposed to save the world. You land on a beach and everybody except you dies. And the world kind of just says, get good. And that very much reminds me of Path of Nowhere, where it's like, oh, we're going to go save the world from the Black Ring. And then like everything that could go wrong does go wrong. And you got to figure it the fuck out. Oh yeah, I did not see any other messages regarding Discord servers, that's for sure. So 2 other things in regards to the Discord servers of other PtN creators, and now S1N has one. EKG has one for her channel specifically. Interesting. S1N has a Discord server. That's crazy. Yeah, they never showed up on my end. I didn't see those. I didn't think S1N would have a Discord server, but again, nowadays everything has a Discord server. Now my workplace has a Discord server. If we're out in the fields, and we're doing like field work, we report in via the Discord server. Oh. Nice little hair bun. Wait. Secrets. I don't remember if there's secrets back here, but there's a waterfall, so there has to be a secret back here. Yep. Called it. There's always a secret in the waterfall. Man, what does a Discord server for a wiki look like? Is it just like, hey, can you guys put in the Reforged stats, please? is that what it is? You never joined something like that without your current Discord. Yeah, I made a separate account for it. To be fair, I use it like the work thing, that is. I use the work one like twice a year or something like that. Our industry gets affected pretty heavily by storm season, like hurricanes and stuff like that. So during storm season, we get a lot of extra work. And when we're out there working, like the power grid is down because, you know, we're responding to emergency crises in the field. So you kind of need something that works. And I don't think Discord's the best answer, but it's the one they used. So okay, we're finally getting into the actual game after an hour of really quickly playing the story. We are starting to get into the actual game itself. I remember how to press the counter button. I'm surprised. The counter timings in this game are actually really slim. Anytime I like first time parry something, I'm like, what? How did I... Excuse me? This game is so good. And it's much more pretty on this computer than it was my last computer, that's for sure. Last time I did this, there was a Lumina hidden in a rock wall that I missed early game, but it's like the easiest fucking thing to possibly see, and I somehow missed it. So I am checking all of the rocks to make sure I don't miss it again. But I think it's after all the death and destruction that we're wading through. These are all the people from previous expeditions. So we're on Expedition 33. There was like 60-something expeditions before us. And this is a graveyard of all the previous expeditions. It's kind of insane how many corpses they have in this game. Like sometimes you just see like an actual mountain of corpses, and you're like, there's no way there's that many people here. There was no way there was like 1,000 people to make like a corpse mountain this large. Parental advisory warning. Do not do this.
You do that, we both die.
Where did you come from? How long were we there with our eyes closed?
Fucking hell. Wake up, Gustav.
Lune. The others.
I know. We're the only ones left. You don't get to die.
It's just a matter of time before we're already dead. Look around. Look.
This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue. Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around.
Lucien.
Man, I can't wait for Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be so good. I've been thinking more about like the Sinex story, and like my general opinion of the Sinex story kind of drops the more I think about it. But as a hype piece, as like a thing to get me excited for the anniversary, it was still exceptional. And I am very much like just counting down the days until it's Tuesday.
Let the ink flow.
Yeah, we have all the stains. So I think Lune is the best character in the game, and that people criminally underrate how powerful that she is.
Take cover!
So I have like 200 plus pulls waiting for S5 Augustus, but kind of want to dip my toes into Umbercrit. So I want NS Hella and Zero. Ooh. Yeah, good luck. So I'm sitting on like 350-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I want 2 Hellas. And then after that, I want S5 Augustus, but that's a tall order. Getting 7 on, not 7 or 8 grade ups and 350 pulls, like that's asking for a lot. And then I still need like enough pulls to get Seto and all the others. So I don't know, we're pushing it pretty close.
Chroma is flowing. Feel the burn. Ready to evade.
Easy peasy. Just parry everything, forehead. Just do it.
Let's see if your invention lives up to its reputation, shall we? It really works.
So we've had like we've had 2 days on the November check-in. Did both days give hypercubes? I know day 1 did. I haven't logged in for day 2. Because if they both gave hypercubes, then it looks like every day is going to give hypercubes, and that check-in really is just another 10 pulls if you check in every day. And that's good if that's the case. I didn't know what they were going to do, if they were just going to like double up the normal emotion check. Okay, yeah, so it is just 60 hypercubes every day for 30 days, making 10 pulls. Awesome, awesome, that's good. I didn't know what they were going to do, if they were just going to double up the regular thing, or if it was going to be its own unique thing. I'm glad it's its own unique thing, so that there's no RNG associated with it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, I'm not going to change off of Lune. Game, I'm not listening to you. Lune is the best, and we are going to float through the rest of the game. Somebody in chat is going to be very happy that they get to see a foot. I am not one of those people. But I've got somebody around somewhere who's very interested in the foot. Okay, so last time I played this game, right, my PC could not handle it. It could not render the tattoo. And what would happen is that Luna's tattoo on her left arm, whenever she ran, it would just start flashing. Like, you would see the white skin, and then it would try to render that tattoo, but it would fail. And it would just render a giant golden glob instead. And if I'm stationary, I can see it. But when I was running, her arm would just be flashing white and gold, white and gold, white and gold, white and gold, white and gold. It's not doing that anymore. And I am very thankful that it is not doing that anymore. Old PC issues right there. Old PC issues. Attack slowly. Man, I did not think I would be like first time pairing these people, but here we are. Just breezing through it.
Well, that will help.
Did I already no, here it is. This is what I missed the first time I played the game. And this is a very important item. But I missed it.
An advantage.
Like, it just... You don't even see it. But it's right there. But if you're just walking towards the objective, you don't see that. I mean, I guess I can see it on my widescreen. So I should have just had a wider screen for it. Okay, real quick, Lune. Yep. Thank you for the tutorials games, but I do remember at least some things. Yep. Thank you, game. Let's level up critical burn, because that's going to be really important. And then Gustav got a new weapon too. More damage. Blue. Well, if my bad math's correctly... Oh, I'm being attacked. If my bad math correctly, I have like 168 tickets and 20k hypercubes, so about 100 pulls. Yeah, about 100 pulls. 110, a little bit more, but yeah. And I'm going to be whaling throughout the event itself. There you go. Yeah, worst comes to worst, you just start whaling. You just just swipe. That easy. But no, that's just because you're doing the S5 stuff, which is understandable. Did I accidentally take... Somehow, I accidentally took Lune out of the party. Not exactly sure how I did that, but it is evident to me that I did, in fact, do that. Oops. Let me go rest off that injury that I took for no reason. But yeah, I've never felt the need to, like, super whale in Path to Nowhere before. I've definitely caught like a pack or two in the past. But I've never done anything crazy. And I have a few characters that I got really deep in shackles. And I've also like grabbed every character. But never had the need to whale. So hopefully you don't have the need to whale either, but you know, maybe luck is not as kind to you. Because there is such thing as a desire meter, right? It's gonna know that you want Augustus, so it's not gonna give it to you.
I'm ready. A storm is coming.
Okay, party order actually does matter because I want Gustav to attack first. Let's go ahead and fix that. It's crazy, like, how stacked Path to Nowhere is right now. Like, on Tuesday, there's going to be, like, a billion options to choose from. And then directly afterwards, we're getting Seto, who is, like, mandatory inclusion with Hela and Augustus. And then directly after that, we get the Rahu Reforge. And then after that, there's nothing. Like, I'm not interested in any... Like, once we hit the Rahu Reforge, I don't care about anybody after that. Not that interested in Hilda. Not that interested in this new, like, Halloween girl they have. So we're, like, really, really condensed in terms of, like, specifically what I am looking forward to.
Feel the burn.
No, I regularly clean the shop for the value packs. Hey, there you go. That's fair. You're not like giga whaling then, because I have some friends, right? I know some people who, when they say whale, they really do just mean like hit the $100 buy option with the non-double rate or anything. They just hit the buy ultra cubes button until they get a character S5. I know some people who are like that.
Well, that will help.
Which that's crazy to me. But you know, everybody has their own relative definition of crazy.
Yeah. Nice. This will be useful.
I have one friend, my closest friend. I tried getting him into Path of Nowhere, but he refuses to play because years ago I got him into Arknights, and he spent too much money on Arknights. So he swore off all gachas
Here we are.
because Arknights tricked him into spending too much.
Continent. The indigo tree's over there.
Definitely a dolphin in comparison to that. I could never, especially for a unit I don't really care for. Yeah. Yeah, different life. It's funny because like I'm specifically thinking of one friend who does that, who does like he hits the $100 buy option, and he's like struggling to afford his rent. And I'm like, bro, why are you dumping like hundreds into like S5ing a character or whatever, like an FGO usually, right? It's usually FGO. Why are you dumping like hundreds of dollars into FGO when you can't pay rent? Like, what's happening here? I would say it's always FGO, but nowadays it's always Hoyo. So, times have changed. Times have changed.
Let the ink flow.
Okay, little secret up here for those of you who have played this game and not seen the secret. It looks like this is just a dead end with nothing here. But if for whatever reason you decide to look into this corner and look up into the light, there are things to jump to. Do I have like ray tracing or ambient occlusion or something on? Like, I don't like the volume of the cloud. That global illumination, I don't know what it is. I thought it would be like volumetric something, because that's usually what I turn off. I don't see a volumetric something to turn off, so I don't know what's causing the like. Oh, let me go back and show it. So this kind of effect right here, over here, it looks kind of hazy, and like, I don't know, volumetric fog is what I would call it. And then over here, it looks totally normal, but it only looks hazy when like sun rays are hitting it. It's not ray tracing, because ray tracing is specifically like the sun rays. I'm talking like the haze itself over here. Usually, I think this is just called volumetric fog, and I usually turn that off, but I can't find that option here. So I'm not a fan of like the haziness, but you know, that's just a me thing. The rest of this game is fucking gorgeous though. Like this is look how beautiful this fucking game is. This game is not afraid to just like have colors, even in like a depressing storyline. Other games that are releasing are still releasing like the very bland, like very safe, neutral browns and grays and blacks. This game is just like choked full of color. Really beautiful color. Gorgeous game. I'm not an expert. That might have some amount of correlation. Fair. Do I have anything to equip? Did I like finish critical burn or something? No, I need to fight this guy and then I finish it. Okay. We're gonna fight the mime. Little hidden mime down this path. Ah, you did the Arknight stream. Shame I missed it. Distracted by Path of Exile stuff. Hey, that's a good reason to be distracted. Yeah, it went all right. I'll be honest. I'm going to offend some more people here. Every time I talk about Arknights, I offend people, and that's just like a channel staple nowadays. But there are some people who like came just for the Arknight stuff, and you get it doesn't matter what game you're playing, right? If you get that one person it was like super giga hyper focused on like their one interest. Like let's say it's Arknights, let's say it's like Bloons Tower Defense, let's say it's Path of Exile, and like this person has consumed every ounce of media available for that game. They've watched every YouTube video from 12 different creators. They've watched every stream from these other 7 people. And then they're like still need content for this game of theirs. So they go to like really low viewer streams like mine, and they're like, oh, this guy's playing Arknights. Let me dump all of my knowledge of Arknights onto him. That can get a little annoying. And we definitely had some of that going on. Where again, not regulars on the channel, like it was their first time seeing me or anything that I do, or Path of Nowhere. They've never heard of it, right? And they just came and was like, oh, here's all the Arknight stuff. It's like, okay, bro, that's too much. That's a little too much for me. I appreciate you coming by to say hi, but like, a little too much. But again, same thing would happen in any other game, whether it's Risk of Rains, Bloons Tower Defense, any other game. Like, it's gonna happen, right? They come in too hot.
Let the ink flow. Ready to evade.
But the stream itself went very well. I didn't get a single win. And then, as soon as stream ended, my very first run was a winning run. That was kind of annoying, but hey, it went really well. My off-stream run, I got E2 Gladia and E2 Ulpianus on the roguelike mode, and those two pretty much did everything for me. And then I had like DPS units. I forgot exactly who. I think W Walter was on there, and somebody else who had a lot of DPS, but it was mostly the Abyssal Hunter combo that just like hard carried everything. Oh no. See, you are fine, Ordy. You are fine. Like, I appreciate a little bit of backseating. It's just when people come in and they're the only thing that they contribute is the backseating. And that's where it's like, all right, bro. Like, yeah, it's like, I know Archetto shoots arrows. Thank you. I know, but no, you're fine. Okay.
Ready to evade.
Hell yeah, we countered the fucking hammer. I fucking hate that hammer attack. So I'm glad that we got that. PtN really is Arknights but good. Yeah. And I shared that opinion during the stream too. I don't think we got any like convert ease from Arknights to Path of Nowhere, but hopefully my words at least, hopefully they at least looked into what Path of Nowhere is. Those Arknights only viewers, because they really are missing out. Like I looked it up to the day. I dropped Arknights 2 years ago. So right before Shalom released, that's when I dropped Arknights. And thinking about it, it probably was like Rain Burst that made me drop Arknights, because I just read the Rain Burst story and I'm like, Arknights is not doing this. Arknights cannot compete with Rain Burst. Like, I'm trying to think of one thing Arknights did that competes with like how wonderfully told Rain Burst and Flora Unfurl were, both in terms of story and like the event and the characters coming out with them. And I can't think of a single thing that Arknights has done to compete with that. So yeah, Path Nowhere is just Arknights but better. Really is just that. The one thing Arknights has going for it is the roguelike mode, because you can't play Eternal Nightmares. You cannot play that like 6 hours in a row. It's just not going to happen. But if you wanted to play integrated strategies for 6 hours in a row, and you had like the roster to do it, you could absolutely play integrated strategies for 6 hours. So that's like the one thing that Arknights has going for it. There's still flaws to integrated strategies. I won't get too much into that, but it definitely does it better than Eternal Nightmare does.
For those who come after.
I'll have to look up the Blueprint Squad, though. I know you mentioned it before. Honestly, like, I haven't... I play Arknight so casually, I haven't, like, researched Blueprint Squad or, like, how to unlock it or anything like that. I've just been using the instant promote ones, like the Sniper Medic Squad or the Guard Vanguard Squad, just because I like getting an E2 operator immediately at start. But I haven't looked at the other squads. But I'll take a look.
Lune, watch out!
Okay. We took one hit, but we survived the hammer. I don't even think it matters if I give her a small heal. I think she still just dies in one shot. It's saying how Arknights prints money despite its competition. I really hope Global Annie prints money like it did on CN. I hope so too. Yeah, I'm surprised that Arknights is still alive because it is... Like, again, I enjoy Arknights, but it is very dated and it's competing with like modern day gachas. Like the Hoyo games and Wuthering Waves and what's the other one that people love? It's competing with this new style of games that's like open world, like 3D models, right? That's like the modern day gacha. Big 3D, very well detailed, very high animation quality models. And Arknights is still competing that with their chibis. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised they're able to keep up. It's one of the, like, first things that turns people off of Path to Nowhere. Like, people don't even give Path to Nowhere a chance because it's, like, Arknight's kind of mini style and not, like, looking like Expedition 33 over here where you have your character in a three-dimensional world moving around and doing all these crazy animations. That's what people are kind of like looking for nowadays. And I'm surprised that Arknights has stayed around for as long as it has. Like, as big as it is, surprised it stayed that big for so long when it doesn't do the things that modern games are doing. But then you look at my argument and you look at like you look at games like Epic 7 and FGO and you're just like, oh yeah, these games still have like a cult following somehow. And I don't understand how. Like, hats off to them for pulling it off. If people are still playing FGO, I don't know how you're doing it. That game is very dated. Very, very dated. So hats off to you for enjoying it still. To be honest, oh wait, let me catch up. To be honest, I think Blueprint Squad is what IS is balanced around because you need gigantic amounts of stats to beat levels 10 through 18, and Blueprint is an easy way to get them. Fair. It's kind of sad how little Global makes up for revenue for PtN and CN carries, despite the effort Anzo puts in Global. Yeah, I don't know the numbers myself. I think it's like, what, 90-10? Like 90 CN, 10% Global? Maybe I'm off on those numbers. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, as much work as Anzo is putting into the global version and like adding all of the voice actors, oh my god, the voice actors, and all the quality of life and all, like, they really are very attentive to the, and they're all, like, even the global streams, they have the devs come on and talk in English, right? That's huge. But as much as they're doing all of that, they're also not doing any advertisement. Like, zero advertisement. So, you know, they could be doing a lot better. Like, let me tell you, dude, I re-downloaded Arknights, and all of a sudden I started seeing Arknights ads everywhere. Every time I watch anything, it's a fucking Arknights ad. And they do their fucking marketing. I have seen a Path Nowhere ad twice. And that was like when the game was first releasing. And both of those ads was like torture sexy sinners, not what Path Nowhere actually is, right? So, TLDR, Anzo, advertise, please. And I'm definitely not a marketing expert, right? Like, I don't know shit when it comes to ads and building a brand and all that other crap. Like, don't ask me. I just know, like, don't ask me how they should do it. I just know they need to do it, because they're losing out on so much from just people not knowing their game exists. Don't remind me of the shit initial marketing for Path Nowhere on Global. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was something else. It was definitely something.
Get ready.
Flee. She must get the experience. I will not let Lune not get the experience. Okay, I can also like swap their positions real quick. Have Lune go first. And this is actually much cleaner. Yeah, the clickbait stuff did definitely not take off. I mean, it got some people who were just like, yeah, I was bored at like 11:30 at night and I saw this questionable ad and I was like, sure, I'll engage in questionable activities. And instead of engaging in questionable activities, they get like a really fun game. But that's like such a small demographic that they ended up like accidentally snagging. Definitely not reliable in the slightest. So random expedition 33 thing right there. Mixed up the party order because when you break his little eyeball, his break meter fills up. Lune does not have a break attack, but Gustav does. But if Gustav breaks the eyeball, he doesn't have enough AP to use his break attack. So if you put Lune in front, she can break the eyeball, and then it's Gustav's turn. He has enough AP to break this guy. Breaking him stuns him, and then you have the damage to kill him with your next 2 turns while he's still stunned. So you get to, even at level 1 or 2 or whatever the fuck we are, you get to kill this guy without him ever getting a chance to fight back if you rearrange your party order. And that's just like a small glimpse into how deep this game gets, right? This game is just as deep as Path of Nowhere is.
Nice.
Yeah, it's incredible just what you can do in this game. Yeah, E33 Tekken, absolutely. Good game. Lots of cool little neat tricks you can do.
An advantage.
it's so deep. So well done. Oh, I didn't realize those Claire Obscure people were here. This is like an enlarged version of the Claire Obscure model that haunts you later. This statue of a person being split in half is going to be like a reoccurring theme throughout the game. I didn't realize it was portrayed so early. Now we gotta deal with flying enemies. Is that what's here? Get rolled. I cannot believe I countered that guy first time.
Let's push forward.
See, that I didn't counter it second time. I just countered it the first time. Alright, are we going to fight a chromatic enemy? Are we going to be here for 10 years trying to perfect parry a chromatic enemy? I think we are. Hope you guys have your popcorn. This is going to take a second. My hands smell like salted corn chips. So, we get this package delivered. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the service. I know my audience is like global and not just local. But there's this subscription service called Tokyo Treats, and basically they drop off Japanese candies and like little processed foods, and just gives you like a monthly box filled with Japanese snacks and like the original Japanese packaging and all that other stuff. And one of the things we got was salted corn chips. They're little triangular chips that are corn based in some way, and they're covered in salts, and they were fucking delicious. And now my fingers, and probably my controller, because I'm playing on a controller right now, smells like salted corn chips, and it's just making me hungry, like really, really hungry. I first time perfect parried the Chromatic Lancer. Let's go. I didn't think we'd first time parry this guy. This guy's a bitch and a half. Thank you, thank you. I still have some skills from 6 months ago, so I'm gonna fail this one. Nope, just kidding. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I'm getting excited.
For those who come after.
Get the fuck out of here! Sorry, getting excited again. So I get an AP when my turn starts, right? Is that how that works? I think I get an AP when my turn starts. I'm not entirely sure though, so I'm going to give a small energy tint to Gustav just in case. Okay, I do get energy when my turn starts, so I wasted that, but it was better to be safe than sorry. I'm going to click Overcharge to stun this guy, even though it does very little damage. But his break meter was full and I wanted to break him. Now I only have to dodge 1 attack, not 2. Let's fucking go. Get the fuck out of here. This is my fucking canvas, not yours.
Feel the burn.
Spoilers, by the way. I just dropped massive spoilers. But if you don't understand the spoilers, then they won't affect you. This is my fucking canvas. Get the fuck out of here, chromatic Lancler. First fucking try on a fucking chromatic. Let's fucking go. Fuck that guy.
Interesting.
That was fun. Okay, let me catch up on chat. I saw a reverse 1999 streamer complaining the Path to Nowhere art style is bad. Really coming from a reverse player, where the art is so murky and practically pixelated, body proportions are wrong, and backgrounds look like they are unfinished. Yeah, I don't want to throw... Like, I'm not throwing shade at reverse 1999. Because, like, I think reverse 1999 is a good game. And if somebody's out there like, reverse 1999 is my favorite game, I'm like, cool, yeah, that's you have a valid opinions. If somebody said that like Honkai Star Rail is their favorite game, I have questions, right? But if somebody says reverse 1999 is their favorite game, like, cool, I support you and all that. But I will say, yes, they're... From the 2 weeks that I played, the art style lacked any outlines, any like definition. So like the character model and the background of the character art would like blend together. And like even in combat, like the enemy models and like the ground or the dungeon walls, there's no outline, there's very little distinction between the two, and they really do kind of like blend together in like a, I don't want to say an unfinished portrait, but that's kind of like what the art style looks like, right? It looks undefined is the best way I would say it. And it's an art style. It's not my favorite art style, but they do their art style very consistently and very well. So like I'm not throwing shade at it, but it's definitely like a different artistic choice. Now to be fair, Path to Nowhere like in-game models, it looks like shit when you first look at it, right? And you see like the official artwork, like their P3 arts and all that stuff. You're like, oh my god, this is gorgeous. And then you get into game, and if you zoom in, it does not look good. But if you get used to it, like you don't notice the flaws. Like I no longer notice anything wrong with the in-game models in Path to Nowhere. But when I first played, it was like a stark thing, like, oh, this was made in Unity. Like I could tell. After about 3 days, I got used to it, and like I don't see any of the problems anymore. I just see like the actual characters. But it's a bit jarring at first, I will say that. Specifically the in-game models. The rest of Path to Nowhere is just absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous, and you can't complain about anything on that regard.
Probably Expedition 69. The climbers
Expedition 69, ayo, nice. Oh, I thought this was the optional path, but this is the actual correct way to go. The only people who complain about PtN art style are those without taste and think that every gacha game should have more kawaii anime art styles. Yeah, when we're talking about the official art and stuff, yeah. Path to Nowhere is specifically very mature, and doesn't do any of the kawaii kids or like the bunny ear stuff.
Something's wrong with it.
Or any of the like overly cutesy things. And I appreciate Path Nowhere for that.
It's certainly
I got tired of like the juvenile art style that other games portray.
an expedition journal. 81.
Funnily enough, reverse 1999 poached mini artist from Morimans. Morimans, I've looked into that since, and I think I actually downloaded Morimans way back in the day, and then deleted it the same day because it gave me a warning that the translations were all done by AI. I'm assuming this is the same game, right? I'm not sure. And I read like 2 parts of the story, and it was very obviously AI, and I stopped playing it. Did they fix like the AI translations on Morimans?
Our entire understanding of Nevrons and the Patriots.
It is. Is it still AI translated? Because that was a major turnoff for me at the time. It comes to a point you can't see the in-game models during gameplay while your screen is flooded with enemies and explosion of skill effects.
Their chroma stays inside their body.
Yeah, it's true. I do play Reverse. I started recently, but that statement threw me off. It is true, though, that PtN models are not the greatest. Yeah. They will fix it? Okay, cool. Yeah, if Morimans gets like actual translations, I would be significantly more likely to give it a shot, because I did find it interesting.
It really does.
It just, at the time, it did not sit right with me.
What do you mean?
Did you kill these people?
The first tutorial battle was really weird. Fair. Yeah, the first 5 chapters should be... The first 5 chapters should be translated now. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll give that a look. I mean, there's so many things to play. We've got... there's Morimans. Some people want me to play the new Chaos Zero
That's a good idea.
Wastes game. I don't know what that's called. And I'm kind of interested in it, but also it's just it's very what's the polite word to say, raunchy? Chaos Zero Waste, it's very crude in its art style in some places. So I'm a little off thrown by that. Morimans, I'm only thrown off by the AI translations. Chaos Zero Nightmare, okay. And then sometime later this month, we have the Risk of Rain 2 DLC. I'll definitely be streaming that on one of the Variety Sundays. I know some people want like Arknights to be a reoccurring feature on the channel. So we might stream Arknights occasionally. I know there's one person here who really wants me to stream Arknights again. So we might see that return.
I'm ready.
There's just... Damn. So much to play. And Damn. Since we're keeping this like a Path Nowhere channel, we're only going to have the one day to split between all the other games.
Sorry, I failed.
Damn, he goes before I do, so it doesn't matter. He's going to get an attack off. So I can't break him before he gets his attack off. So he either kills me or he don't.
Get ready.
He kills me. Big sad. And I still can't break him, so he either kills me or he don't. Do I eat my first loss here? Yeah. Big rough. Yeah, we'll retry the battle. I'm glad they added this retry battle feature. That was a big pain. originally. Man, I really got hit by like every attack this fight. Feels bad. After perfectly fighting the chromatic enemy, it feels bad to just lose to basic bitches.
Ready to evade.
Damn. Damn. It's not going well, folks. I can't beat the shield guy after perfecting literally everything before him.
Brace yourselves.
Damn. Okay, let me catch up on chat again after I hit the retry button. Morriman really is an underdog like PtN, only it's even worse because they had a end of service scare last year. Ooh. Yeah, that's terrifying. Speaking of AI, people noticed that Infinity Nikki AI does some text translations. That is how Momo Funny Cat comparison said in Spanish. That piece of shit is tougher than he looks. Interesting. Interesting.
A storm is coming. Feel the burn. Take cover.
Okay. We played a little bit smarter and we took out all the ads instead of just trying to face tank everything. But we still got hit by the dude. So we're going to play it safe and give the energy tent to Gustav so that he can break this guy with his checks notes one charge.
This was weak.
But it doesn't matter because it's enough to get the break, which means he's stunned, which means we get a free kill. Okay, easy peasy. Get hit by every attack and still win. That's how you do it. If you can't parry anything, just beat it by eating every attack.
This will be useful.
All of that for 180 chroma. Not even close to being worth it. But hey, we did it. Yeah, I don't think to catch up on chat, like I would be interested in Morriman's to like check it out because I was intrigued by that game a while back. I don't think I am interested in the Chaos Zero Wastes, mainly because the art is a little off-putting. If I get like really bored like 6 months from now, and I'm like I want something to like kill a Sunday afternoon, then I might download it just to like have something to click around, like very casually, like while I'm doing dishes or something. But I don't think I would ever take that game seriously, unfortunately. And then the other stuff, there's other games we're talking about. Reverse 1999, I appreciate that as a good game, but it didn't sit. Something about it just wasn't right for me. Turn-based can be very hit or miss, and I think the 1999 turn-based stuff was a bit of a miss. But that's obviously just a me thing, not everybody's going to agree. But I had fun with it for about a week. I'm not going to be going back to it. Oh wow, I should not have got hit by that, but I did. And again, we'll be doing Path Nowhere every day except for Sunday. So there's always that.
An advantage.
We're going to have a lot of fun Tuesday. Infinity Nikki is PG-friendly Disney-like game. Really? That is why it's so funny to see someone swearing there, especially if that someone is a small, cute animal like Bambi. Interesting. Okay, can we not talk about my aim? I somehow missed that guy's glowing orb twice. To be fair, I'm playing on a controller, okay? Like I'm not using my mouse. That's my defense.
An advantage.
I don't know when we're going to start the anniversary story. It's definitely not going to be Tuesday because Tuesday, like, we're doing polls and then we're doing like all the testing for the new characters. So we won't be getting into any story stuff then. And then after that, we'll still be doing testing and we'll be collecting footage for videos. So we probably won't hit story until like that weekend, like maybe Friday, the earliest. So if you guys want to get ahead on story before I start hitting it, you can. If you want to watch story with me, then it's going to be a hot second because we've got a lot of other Path Nowhere stuff to do in the meantime. Too early. Yeah. Wow, I am getting my shit handed to me. Was playing really well and now I'm playing really poorly.
Not looking good. We could light something with this.
Nice.
Oh, there's a destroyable thing here too? Did I ever go behind this? I'm sure I did because I looked up anything and everything in this game, but I don't remember that being there. I'm sure that I broke through it though, especially if there's like a reasonable item behind there. Those little blue spikes, those are, you can unlock this ability to break them later into the game. And then you can like backtrack and break all the blue spikes to get some hidden rewards. Okay, I'm gonna kill the flyer because that guy sucks.
Let the ink flow.
Gustav! Alright, do I win the 1v1? I already lost Gustav.
I'll do it.
Okay, we win the 1v1 pretty handily.
Well, that will help.
Man, this is a completely different game when you don't have, like, grant all buffs when you heal someone, and then also you heal everyone instantly at the start of every combat for free with First Strike, and also that heal still heals everybody every turn for the next 5 turns, and it also sets you up for more powerful attacks later, and also here's a billion AP to do whatever with. It's an entirely different game. This game gets crazy real fast with all the upgrades you can give. This should be expert. I'll have to double check. Ow. That is way more gruesome than it on my new PC than it was my old PC. It should be expert, but I'll double check just to make sure, because honestly it feels a little easy, but maybe that's just like 150 hours talking versus 20 minutes when I first played this zone. Like, I look back on some of my Path to Nowhere clears from like 2 years ago that I was like really proud of, and I'm like, damn, I can't believe I pulled that clear off. And I'm looking at it now, and it's like, that was the easiest fucking thing to do ever. Why was I struggling? Yeah, shields. Can I check the difficulty here? Is that a thing? Gameplay, yeah, expert. Yeah, run expert.
Let us stain them. Feel the burn.
For those who come after.
For those who come after. Feels threatened, but I broke you. You're supposed to be stunned. In fact, you still show a stun symbol. Okay, you were stunned still. I forget, you can't break this chess piece, right? You totally can. Noted. Probably should have saved that for another time, but oh well. Yes, I can still consume ice because I have a white. So let's just go ahead and blast this guy. Should I blast the minions? Let's blast him. Fuck the minions. We just get good against the minions, am I right? Okay, let's work on this one. Even though he resists all of this damage. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't got the time for you. Don't got the time for you either. Get the fuck out of here. This is my home, not yours. Get the fuck out of my canvas. Ah, way too early. I got fucking scared there, apparently. Holy shit. Alright, here we go again. Okay, there we go. Second time's a charm.
Careful. He's building up chroma. A storm is coming.
Okay, yeah, just don't get scared and it's easy. And we should break him with overcharge now, so we get a free turn.
For those who come after.
For those who come after. And the free turn should result in his death. Get our 1 pot shot in, and then immolation should seal the deal. Yeah. Damn, that's so fucking sick. This game is fucking so well done. So fucking well done. Fun fact, this boss's name means French in bishop, or bishop in French. Wow, there's my... You can tell how good I am at reading. This boss's name is Bishop in French. Interesting. He kind of looks like a bishop. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Definitely my game of the year. There's a few other games that I can see are worthy of game of the year. What was that? What's that follow-up from the It Takes Two developers? Split Fiction?
We should be safe up in the tree.
If people say Split Fiction's their favorite game, or says that's their game of the year, I could see why. But I think Expedition 33 takes the title. But I mean, game of the year is always rigged, so it's gonna be like Battlefield 6 or something's gonna win. Some like Donkey Kong or some shit, like something from a AAA studio is gonna win because that's just how game of the year works. So
Head north, look for
it's game of the year is basically just like year of who paid the most advertising. That's what it really comes down to.
It sounds like an expeditioner, but everyone knows to sign their messages.
Yeah, but they might have been in a hurry.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like anyone on the team. What if it's a trap? The man on the beach?
It's a lead. Our only lead. Whoever this is knows Mael. We have to go.
No. Not yet. Protocol is to regroup at the rally point and wait 3 days. This message feels off. If it was an expeditioner, they would have stayed here. Everyone knows the protocol.
Right, but they may have been in danger. Maybe this location has been compromised. Things change in the field.
There's a reason.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
There's a reason it's protocol. We designed it to yield the optimal result in the vast majority of situations.
Was our entire team dying part of that optimal result? Look, I'm going after Maya.
Enfield won an award without being released? What the fuck?
I'll let you choose the protocol break.
That's fucking great, man. I hope Enfield is good. If for nothing else, it lets me use Surtur more. Like, if I have an excuse to play, like, Surtur, the game, I will take that excuse. But I have this feeling that I'm not going to like Enfield, because I didn't like Wuthering Waves, I didn't like Genshin Impact, I didn't like ZZZ. Like, that's just not my style. But, you know, shit changes. By shit changes, I mean maybe I'll like it, even though history tells me I won't. This year game of the year can be actually good, seeing the numbers of great games we got this year. I hope so. I hope they don't just give it to like a AAA studio like Nintendo or Activision EA, but I have a feeling that they're just going to give it to Activision EA. Like last year, the Game Awards Game of the Year, it was the fucking PlayStation game, the robot, whatever it was, where like the only thing you're doing is that you're going out and you're finding PlayStation coins. Like it, no, nothing like unique or innovative. It's just like the entire game is just an ad for PlayStation, and that one Game of the Year. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, how did this win? It's almost malware. Like, it's just an ad for PlayStation, and not one Game of the Year. Are we kidding? There's the ladder I was looking for. So I feel like that's going to happen again, and I feel like it's going to happen every year. The one exception there was Baldur's Gate, because nobody could deny Baldur's Gate its rightful throne. Baldur's Gate's not perfect, but it was damn good. I gave Baldur's Gate like one fiery hell of a negative review when it was in early access. And I thought I was going to have the same very strong opinions against Baldur's Gate when it came out in full release. But it hit full release and I was pleased. I changed my review from staunchly negative to very positive. Plus, we all know that that the next year will be GTA 6. Can at least have some small game win this year for once. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Because people really do see it as some small game versus some big game, when it really should just be like the quality of the game, not necessarily the size of its audience. But it's always going to come down to who markets better. Unfortunately. Oh, okay. Let me pause this real quick, because I've got thoughts on the Baldur's Gate early access. I changed my review, but I made sure to archive my initial review of Baldur's Gate, because it was fire. How do I just view this one review? Gotta like view all reviews and go find my Baldur's Gate one. Interesting. Okay, so all right, I hope you guys are ready for my essay, because my essay is not very kind. This is specifically talking about Baldur's Gate 3, early access specifically, because early access was a mess compared to its full release. This game tries to mix Divinity Original Sins 2 with Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, but fails on both accounts. UI is wonky, managing multiple party members is a chore, the lack of creative dialogue and problem-solving options pigeonholes you into failing most ability checks. Specifically thinking here, when you jumped, like you had to jump over a gap on a bridge or something, you had to tell each individual party member to jump over the bridge. There was no like auto jump at the time. So like little things like that made the UI really fucking wonky. And then also in this particular spot, Larian Studios really tried to be like, hey, you can solve problems in an infinite number of ways. So I walk up to the guard, I cast silence on him, and then I attack him. And while he is in a silence bubble, he blows his horn and alerts the entire goblin horde. But he's in a silence bubble. He's silenced. He can't make noise. He can't alert the other guards. But he did that because, the game didn't have the ability to check to see if he was silenced first at the time. And then I go deeper into it. What's that? You want to intimidate this child to back off? Sorry. The only thing you can do is persuade them. There's no like threat option. It's just like, oh, I'm so sorry that I didn't know that you could see me. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Ooh, I couldn't just like scram, kid. I couldn't say that, right? You can't lean into your stats at all. You can only follow the scripted path. It's annoying. Then you get to the encounters, which aren't difficult because you can rest as much as you please, which eliminates any and all sense of resource management and class balance, because at the time you could long rest whenever you wanted to. If you want to play a wizard and blast your strongest spell like every combat, you could, because you could just full rest for free without any consequence. But the encounters are obnoxious. Everything has high ground, which doesn't exist in D&D 5e, but the addition of Divinity Original Sins 2 mechanics has bastardized high ground into an almost required position. At the time, high ground, 5 feet of high ground, gave you advantage. Every attack had advantage if you had high ground. And melee attacks, if you attacked them from behind, you had advantage. So no matter what happened, you always had advantage on every attack, because your warrior would spend 5 feet of movement to walk behind them, or your archer would spend 10 feet of movement climbing a rock, and all of a sudden you had high ground and you had advantage on your attack. It was stupid. To top this off, most enemies have ways to teleport from piece of high ground to high ground, often with difficult terrain being stuck at the bottom. Harpies will fly over shallow water, watching you slowly wade through it only to fly across again. Phase spiders will spit acid at you, watching you crawl through their webs only to phase to the other side of the map and repeat this slow, agonizing process. This game isn't fun, the dialogue is too restricted to be fun, the out-of-combat rolls are too random and unrewarding to be fun, the combat is too much of a slog to be fun. Everything about this game reminds me of a first-time DM trying his best, but forgets the rules and makes really dumb encounters. To wrap all of that with a pretty bow, you're going to encounter an obnoxious amount of bugs, especially with stealth and spells. I won't go into the details here because they're too damn numerous for me to do so. Just stay away from this game. It's not Divinity Original Sin 2. It's not D&D 5e. It's a boring slog. That was my initial review against Baldur's Gate. Now, they fixed most of that, and it's good now. Okay, if you want to go play Baldur's Gate 3, it is good now. At the time, it had problems. Like fire bolts, the cantrip created a splash of fire tile beneath the target, because that's how it worked in Divinity Original Sin 2, and it made sense in Divinity Original Sin 2. But using the 5th edition rules for Dungeons and Dragons, it doesn't make sense to have a little tile of fire that lights you on fire from a firebolt cantrip. Firebolt was doing the initial firebolt damage and also lighting on fire for an additional 1d8 damage every turn for no reason. And it just didn't make any sense. It had a lot of problems, but again, they fixed it. And that's the reason why Larian Studios does early access stuff, so they can fix all those problems. Like, they did exactly what they set out to do. They found all the problems from, like, reviews like mine and other more direct reports on, like, their Discord and stuff. And they're like, okay, this is what people don't like. Here are some, like, glaring flaws that we had. Like, we'll fix all of this for our full release. And they did a good job doing it. Now, it wasn't perfect, but they did a really good job at the end of the day.
A storm is coming.
And to be clear, I was also like a lot more harsh on them than the other people were. I think Baldur's Gate's sitting at like overwhelmingly positive now, like 95% review, and it deserves to be that high now. But at the time it was sitting at like 91 or 92%. Like, people were loving it, and I was like one of the outliers who's like, nah, this game's dog shit. But again, they improved it dramatically. Rough. I am just getting rolled. Yeah, got rolled. But yeah, at the time, like they took their Divinity Original Sin 2 engine and like their Divinity Original Sin 2 gameplay, and they just made it with 5e rules, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules. And they hadn't removed things they should have removed yet. That made sense in Divinity Original Sin 2, but didn't make sense in Dungeons & Dragons. So there's just this like weird mash where like the two systems were just like not working together. They were not made to work together. They could not work together.
Feel the burn.
Okay, I'm finally countering again. It's crazy that I like first try the chromatic and then I'm getting like my ass handed to me by basic encounters, but we're finally doing it again. I'll go ahead and give an energy tent to Gustav so that Gustav can pop off with an overcharge.
This was weak.
And that way we can just kill this guy for free.
Let us stain them.
And I say kill him for free, but we didn't even kill him.
Let's push forward.
You know, that's just unfortunate, really. There we go.
An advantage.
Okay. I'm not doing this. Abbas Cave is a later game thing. I am not subjecting myself. I'm trying to beat it at level 1. I tried to before. I will not do it again.
No margin for error. I'm ready.
Okay, please cast a spell. Thank you. Your spell cast is very easy to counter.
Let us stain them.
Easy peasy. This game is so good. Although I should start paying attention to luminas and stuff. Oh, you can put these... Okay, see, I forgot a lot of little things, like... Oh, no, never mind. Makes sense, never mind. I take back what I was about to say. Take back what I was about to say. What other pictos do I have? Burning shots, yeah, that's really important. And then... Powering attack, sure, why not? And I'll give you cleansing tint, and I'll give her the augmented attack. Okay, just keep up on items. I need a flag to upgrade my skills, that's right. There's really nothing behind here, it was just a fight for the sake of fighting. I mean, it's fair. That's one thing that this game does really fucking well. So like there's this overworld, right? And then usually in these JRPGs like Final Fantasy or something, you're just doing traveling. You're doing everything you can to avoid the combat. In Expedition 33, the combat is so fucking fun that you want to do every ounce of combat you can. The TLDR of the story, okay, it's going to be a long TLDR. So, we are in a world that, at some point in time, 70 years ago, the entire world exploded. And now fragments of the world have been sent across the globe. And, our city, what is functionally Paris, is still intact. But there's this monument on like the other side of this ocean that has this countdown on it. Starts at 100, but every year it's gone down. And in the 70 years, it is now counted down to 33, which is where Expedition 33 comes from. Anybody older than 33 dies. You are instantly killed. You disappear into thin air. So, over the past 70 years, they have been sending expeditions out to this obelisk, this countdown, to try and stop the countdown from happening. You can kind of see the 33 in the background now above Lune's head. We our expedition 33, not the 33rd expedition. We're like the 70th one almost. And we are out here trying to stop the countdown before, it gets so low that all of humanity is erased. We landed on a beach with the rest of our expedition and get our asses handed to us. Like 90% of our expedition is dead, and we only know of 2 survivors confirmed, but there's a 3rd survivor that may be alive who said, hey, I went to this location, here's how you can find me. So we are going to that location to see if we can find a 3rd survivor.
50? 60? Yet he's
And that's the
survived the
TLDR
march.
story.
We don't know who we're dealing with. We lost everyone in an instant.
Exactly. He killed us all so easily. He doesn't need to fake a message. Lucien. Lucien died to save me. And Tristan.
Yeah, you are an orphan by the age of 10, absolutely, yeah. That's how the current world works, yeah. And at the start, on like Expedition 90s and 80s and 70s, they had a lot of volunteers because they're like, oh, we can totally go down to the obelisk and take it down. But after 70 years of failure, the population is like smaller, and they're also more defeated, depressed. They're kind of just accepted their fate. So the expeditions have gotten smaller and smaller every passing year.
When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls,
After 70 years of failure, it's kind of hard to find the motivation to keep going.
when
So pretty much anybody who goes on the expedition, they are like 32, and they're going to die next year anyway. So they figure, why not? I'll go on the expedition and fight for survival.
I'm not afraid to fight. It's just Maëlle.
Maëlle swore the same oath.
I know that.
She chose her life. You and I. Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
Any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that? Do you still believe that? Do you?
I hope I do.
Oh, I missed a chat message. Unfortunately, I have to make my exit from this lovely stream. Remember, make that dang server. Yes, Silvar. I will make a Discord server. Check the YouTube post. I will make one.
Sorry.
Get that rolling. For those who weren't here for it, Silver demanded a Discord server be opened. I don't know if there's any interest in a Discord server from like the general audience, the larger audience, but by popular request, or by request, I should say, I will go ahead and open up a Discord server for the channel. Do you guys want to like talk Path of Nowhere stuff or anything else there? Don't know when I'm going to make it. It'll be soon, and you guys can talk Path Nowhere anniversary stuff or whatever there. Anything in town right now, or is it just a story exposition right now? Probably just a story exposition. It's like there's supposed to be a cave here, but that cave is not here right now. Yeah, the cave is totally sealed. Okay.
The main continent. Hard to believe we're finally here.
Yeah.
Good night, Gustav.
Okay, but that there in the background, that's the obelisk, the giant countdown for the number of people, or the age of people that's going to fall. Next year, that's going to say 32. So, we got to travel the entire world to try and disrupt this timer. And that's kind of the initial objective, the initial storyline in this game. Very good game. Very much recommend it. It's very Path Nowhere like in its story, where it's very dark, very depressing, and even when you think it's going to end well, it doesn't. So if you like Path Nowhere's dark story, you're going to love this dark story.
For those who come after.
For those who come after. Okay, I am going to pause it there for a moment. I'm going to go grab a drink, something like a little glass of tea, and I'll be back. We'll be going for about another hour, and then we're going to call it in about an hour, but I'm going to grab that drink. My streams typically go somewhere between 2 and 3 hours, and we'll probably reach 3.5 hours before we call it today, so a little bit longer, not too much longer, but be right back. Going to grab that glass. All right, we are back. I have not mentioned her before, so nobody knows that she exists, but my wife is currently cooking bacon. So as soon as stream ends, I'm gonna go eat some bacon.
Interesting.
Hope you guys have some tasty meals too. I'm not sure what else she's making with bacon. I saw biscuits out there, so I don't know what else we're gonna have. But at least there's bacon. I know that much. I'm surprised there's no secret there. This game loves its secrets and encouraging you to explore. If you like dark, gritty stories, if you like turn-based combat, if you like good music, if you like French stories, and if you like exploration, this game's for you. Has a lot of good things going for it. Again, my game of the year, my pick for game of the year. Exceptionally well done, exceptionally well told.
Elodie's expedition.
You know the commanders of every expedition.
Yeah, this design is gorgeous.
Their boat was blown into the air by a storm.
Most of this game is gorgeous.
Lumiere lost sight of it, but assumed they crashed on the continent.
And they survived. A storm, at least.
All right, let's keep moving. We found the weird corals. Mael must be close by.
Okay, secrets. I do get lost in this biome. It's hard for me to like tell hallways apart, quote unquote hallways. Like I don't know what I have explored and what I haven't explored. Like here, I thought I already explored back here, but it turns out there's a picto back here. So it was a good thing that I searched back there. Even though I thought I already I thought I already searched. That's not what I want. I want to remove Dodger and I want to put on SOS Shell. And just get these pictos mastered. Okay, this is a paint cage, which means there's some things around the map that you can shoot to release the item. And it's kind of just a exploration puzzle. You can usually see all of the destructibles from the paint cage. Sometimes the destructibles are hidden behind a wall or something, and you gotta go out of your way to find it.
That will help.
It's a fun little thing. That's fair. There's a lot of...
Everon. Looks like a different species.
Oh, is this the fast guy that like teleports through you? If it's the fast guy that teleports through you, I never learned how to dodge him or parry him or anything like that. And I am probably going to take a ton of damage. Probably. Yep, it's the fast teleport people.
Ice shatter.
Jesus. Okay. I'd say we're learning, but I thought I countered those, to be honest. Oh. Okay, I was doing it too early before. I saw the white flash and I clicked it, but I have to see the white flash and then wait a second.
I'm ready. Ready to evade. A storm is coming.
Okay, let's get Gustav back awake. Try to survive this onslaught. God bless.
Chroma is flowing.
Okay, can I beat this guy? Okay, we eventually did it. Game have consequential stories, or is it linear story? It's a linear story. Very linear story. It's there's a lot. Again, it's a lot for you to explore. But if you just like bum rush the main story, it's very linear, and it'll take you 15, 20 hours if you bum rush it. If you take your time to explore and like do all the side content, you're going to be here for 100 hours or so. There's a lot of side content to explore that's like, it's really enriching. It's not like filler. It's all like deeply enriching, but you can just ignore it and blitz through the main story if you want to. And that's going to result in a very linear experience, if you so choose. But there's a lot to explore, a lot of like... all of the places that you can explore, they're all like lore relevant. And you're going to like learn more about the story and the world and
Be careful.
reach discoveries that you're just like, oh shit, that's what happened. And it's really cool to, like, every single detail is crafted with purpose. So these are flying enemies, and flying enemies dodge all attacks unless you shoot them. So you pretty much just have to pull out your gun and shoot those guys. Your gun does very little damage, but it comes in handy. There's a few mechanics that the gun interacts with. And there's like 1 or 2 builds that are just like full gun builds. So if you want to just sit there and like spam the shoot button, like, it is possible, but you need a build for it. Until you get that build, you're just using some of your AP to take care of flying enemies. Like right now, Gustav, if you check out his health bar in the bottom right hand corner, underneath his red health bar, he's got a blue bar with the number 4 on it. That's how many action points he has. And each of his abilities cost action points. Here, Lumere Assault costs 3, Overcharge costs 4. Or you can shoot. And shooting will take 1 action point, but you get to do a burst of damage with it. And then if you are out of action points, you're going to get 1 at the start of your turn. You're going to get 1 whenever you parry, and you're going to get 1 whenever you basic attack. So there's 3 different sources of action point income. And you don't have to parry things. There is a dodge button. The dodge button has a more generous window to avoid damage, but you don't get the counterattack and you don't get the AP. So while dodging is there if you're like really struggling with something or you're trying to learn their attack patterns, but for the most part, you are very, very heavily encouraged to parry because you get the counterattack and the AP from it, both of which are super important. But there's definitely some times where you're fighting an enemy and it's like, you know what? It's not worth parrying this guy. I'm just going to click the dodge button. I wonder how much one will need to spend to get Hella's animated avatar. They didn't say, did they? They were just like, hey, if you spend enough. I'm probably not going to get it. I'm not expecting to spend a lot of money on the anniversary. As much as Path Nowhere deserves the money, I'm just not expecting to drop any money there. But I hope it's something reasonable. Like, every game has its own like reasonable limit, right? Like, if we talk about Hoyo, like HSR very specifically, HSR is like a reasonable number is $200, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm not going to spend $200 on your game in its entire lifetime. What do you mean? Like, I have 2 weeks to spend $200. That's insane. But there are some people who are going to do that, who are going to see $200. Like, oh yeah, I could drop $200 on this game today. Well, sure, why not? So they're catering to a different audience. Path to Nowhere, I don't think Path to Nowhere is big enough to say like $200. So I imagine they're going to say something like 50, but even that's like kind of high. By kind of high, I mean like really high. So I'm probably not going to get it.
Down. We don't know what's inside yet.
But I'm going to double check back here just in case I miss anything. I don't think I missed anything. Looks like I gave it a clean sweep. Okay, to follow up on the TLDR of the story aspect here, I said that we were searching for a party member. The party member said that she was inside of a door in a hut, and this would be the door in the hut. We are going up on the third party member now.
Look.
She is specifically, Gustav is the main character. This character that we are about to find, her parents did die to the countdown. She's like 18 or something like that. Her parents are no longer with us because they were too old. And Gustav ended up becoming like her legal guardian. So this isn't Gustav's kid, but it's like Gustav's foster child. And we are trying to regroup with her after most of our expedition has perished. HSR $250 bow skin. Jesus Christ. I was talking out of my ass when I said $200, but I'm glad to see that I wasn't too far off. I've been getting a lot of cubes. Did not expect the checkup event giving cubes and a standard order, also free pass. Yeah. I didn't know what to expect from the check-in. Like, I was saying 10 pulls would be like the dream case scenario. It turns out it's actually 10 pulls. Spread out over the course of 30 days, but still 10 pulls. So that's crazy. I thought it would be like, here's some skill books, here's this, and then like, I don't know, every 7 days or something, they'd be like, here's a pool. And it would end up be like 4 or 5 pools, but no, it's actually full 10. That's kind of crazy. God, this music, this game came out this year. So it's a little too early for me to say nostalgic. But this music is so good that it's fucking nostalgic. Like, I'm feeling nostalgia from a game that I beat 6 months ago. This game is just so fucking good. So, you guys just saw that we found a door and we were like sucked inside of it. There are a bunch of other doors spread out throughout the world, and each of those doors lead to another door inside of this mansion. So as you explore as you progress through the game and you explore more of the world, you slowly open up all of these doors throughout the mansion, and you uncover more and more secrets about the world itself. Right now, the only door open is that one, and I'm not going to go there yet because it triggers a cutscene. But there's just all these doors, and there's like some big important doors, like this one that goes upstairs. And they're all hidden and spread throughout the world, and it's a joy to go through the mansion and slowly start exploring it and uncovering the secrets. Because there's some secrets like this. This is a painting. It's just, frame is empty. Ooh, that comes back later. It really does. And like here, there's some like weird stuff like Expedition 33. Like, did somebody just recently put this up? Because the countdown to 33 happened like yesterday. So is this like a brand new painting? Is this did somebody come in and like preemptively paint this? Is this like a live animated painting that counts down with the obelisk? We don't know. And there's a bunch of other little hidden details that, oh, that house burning one is a very good detail that I didn't catch until right now. Very good detail. It's just choked full of little details that don't make sense until you experience more of the world. And it is really incredible just how choked with life this game is. Absolutely choked with life. Yeah, LTD painting, updating alive, yeah. Hey, Onard, good to see you. Good to see you, Onard. Is it Onard or Lonard or 1-0 or is there like a way that I should be pronouncing your username? It's the spending event of next patch. Is that the patch where everybody's complaining that you need like 1 billion shackles for this character to be good? So that's all I know. I know everybody's complaining that she takes like 1 billion shackles. Or 1 billion copies or whatever they call it in HSR. Also the piano here. Oh, I forgot about this. Hold on. I'm going to turn up the game volume like super loud. I'm going to blow out your guys' eardrums for a second. I don't apologize. Okay, the game volume is much louder than it was a second ago. When you play the piano, your character actually sits there and plays the piano. So, like, I'm pressing every individual note. And I can, like, you know, I can mash the button. But it's actually a song in there. That's the main theme song, the main title song that's played at the start of the screen. And if I learned like the pacing of that song, I could actually play it really well. I don't know the pacing of that song, so I'm butchering it, but... And every character has their own different, unique song. Just really cool little details like that make this game so fucking good. Again, that's an example of a very, very small little detail, but those small little details matter. They add up over the course of, you know, an entire game. Okay, that is the correct patch. Yeah, the one where everybody's complaining about having 1 billion copies. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, to be fair, like, that's not what HSR was when it first, like, dropped. That's what HSR has been since, like, 2.0, right? Like, ever since 2.0 came out, it was just, like, a constant struggle of power creep and needing more shackles. That's just what the game is now. Okay, there's, like, little levers hidden throughout this area that open this little secret chute. There's all sorts of secrets inside the castle. Don't remember where all these levers are, but I'm going to find them and get access to the secret chute. Yeah, I'm missing one lever somewhere. The levers, just so audience knows, looks like that little thing above Luna's head right now. They don't start in that orientation. They start pointing downward, but when they're upside down, they are activated. I've activated 3 of them. There's a 4th somewhere in this room that I cannot find for the life of me. I feel like there should be... no, I have no idea where it would be. Gonna be somewhere super obvious. Like right here. In the nook between this wall and this random pillar. But that was the 4th lever, and now we can take a little walk. And find a secret storage room. I don't know how they got everything in here. Like, this used to be a room, and they sealed it off, and they, like, somebody broke in one night. No idea. But there's, like, a windows and shit, right? Like, this used to be a full fucking fledged room. And now I'm destroying all their shit.
Well, that will help.
And the only thing you get out of that is a music record that you can play and listen to at camp. But again, this game has so much to explore and so much to collect. It actually feels good to like run around the game and collect all of those little things like the music tracks. Like it feels rewarding because the game is so rich and so deep. This is probably the most important door, but we can't open it yet. We have to find more doors throughout the game to open the doors inside the manor. The only thing I'm upset about is the free selector is random. My plans on S2 summer backfired. Oh well, one only needs one selector in a dream. Oh, you're talking about the login reward. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that the login reward is random as well. Like 300 days, like I feel like you should be able to select it. That's a little odd from Anzo for me. I didn't expect that one. I was really hoping to get Rahu Shackles, but now it's going to be harder for me to get Rahu Shackles. So yeah, that's a big disappointment. Everything else I feel is fair. And then HSR is now basically you either get the character and their weapon, or the character, or at least two dupes to be completely fine. Yeah, I mean, we all saw the power creep coming. I didn't expect HSR, like one of their best performing games, to just get like super fucking greedy and like demand even more money from their player base. I didn't expect that one. But it makes sense because it's a Hoyo game, and Hoyo games always somehow or another end up demanding more money. Which is unfortunate. Again, like the only defense that I have for Hoyo, the only thing that I have to like say, hey, if you play Hoyo games, I get it. The only thing that I have to say there is that their games are like high budget games. Like it takes a lot of money to get animations that clean, that crisp, that beautiful, that in your face. Like the animation quality is actually really high. And that does take significant funds. So if you're playing a Hoyo game, like I hope that you're enjoying the visual representation that you're getting, because that's what you or the whales are paying for, is the visual experience. Like that's where all of that budget is going to. And also like their pockets, right? It's going to the visual quality and their pockets, those two places. Okay, this is the third expedition member that we were looking for. Gustav's adoptive foster daughter.
Gustav?
We are the only known survivors of our expedition. Everybody else is dead. Yeah, same voice actress as Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate.
Well, you sure smell real enough.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I thought that you... On the beach, I saw you and I couldn't, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have, I should have come for you, and
It's okay. It's okay.
I was worried.
Made it.
How did you end up here?
I don't know. It's all a blur. I remember everyone at the beach. Then I woke up here.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it right there.
With him.
Real quick. If you go back to the beach scene earlier in the stream where everybody died, you will see somebody grab Mael. Like, they actually show it in the beach annihilation scene. They show somebody come rescue Mael and eventually delivers her here to this mansion. Like, you get to see her get rescued, and that's how she ends up here. Like, they show it to you. You do not notice that your first playthrough. It is a very hidden detail, even though it's right there in your face. It's like the track the basketball and a gorilla walks on stage thing, where like you're too focused on something else and you don't see the very obvious thing in front of your face. And they do a phenomenal job with little teasers like that, enriching the world. They show you the things, even if you are not aware that you are being shown the things. Such a damn fucking good job. But yeah, you do get to see like who rescues Mael from the beach and how she ends up here. They actually do show that in the cutscene.
He's been helping me a lot. He reinforced all my pictures.
Did you see the infilled update? All new 6-star operators are essentially limited operators, except for a few that will be standard. Big buzzkill. Oh, so they're taking like the HSR approach, where you can only get the characters during this window.
The chroma around him. It's
Yeah, it's a little. If they're trying to be Hoyo, then they're not going to do well. Like Arknights has a cult following because it's not. I'm not going to say Arknights is generous because compared to Path Nowhere, it's not generous. But Arknights has a cult following because there's so many people who are like, oh my god, this is the most generous God I've ever played. There's no weapon banner. There's no like every character's limited. There's no. Oh, it doesn't take me 90 pulls to get a character. It only takes me 50. Like there's a lot of Arknights simping for they're limited like Augustus and Paths of Nowhere. So what does that mean? Because again, in Hoyo games, typically you can only get the character on their banner. And you're waiting for their rerun any other time. Like if you lose the 50-50, you are losing the 50-50 to one of the base members, which nobody wants. Are you saying that every character is going to be limited and they're only going to rerun once a year? Or what's happening there? Same is happening with Genshin now. Bosses are made in a way so that they exclude older characters. You're basically going to lose a lot of time if you don't use a specific character the boss is shilling. Okay, I mean, in regards to the Genshin thing. First of all, Genshin is awful. I'm just gonna throw it out there, but that's how a lot of the gachas work. Like I'm thinking like I'm going to use Blue Archive. Blue Archive had like the colors. You had yellow, you had red, you had blue, you had some others. And you needed all of the colors. Like you had the red boss come up. And you have like 2 weeks to beat this boss. And what you know it, all the red characters are kind of sucky, except for this brand new red character that released with the raid. So if you want to complete this raid in 2 weeks, you need to get the new red character because it's a red raid. And you probably don't have red characters to do the red raid with. And then you take that same mindset and you apply it to like all the other games. You apply it to NeuroCloud. You apply it to Girls Frontline 2. You apply it to even Path of Nowhere is doing it, right? Like there's the Dark Zone season, and the Dark Zone season is very specifically true damage. So if you want to have an easy time in the Dark Zone season, you have to pull the true damage centers. If you want to do the peak path test or peak test path, it's very much like, hey, pull Synex because this is Synex's peak test path. Synex specifically has buffs. Now it's Path Nowhere does not do it as egregiously as all the others. Like you do not need to get Synex to beat the peak path, the peak test path. And you do not need Synex or Augustus to clear Dark Zone, right? Those are just bonuses to if you have the character. But just that being said, like it's not unique to be like, hey, this boss, this season, this raid, this whatever is specifically made for the new character. We are heavily encouraging you to pick up this new character. The difference when it comes specifically to HSR, that's the only one I can talk to, is HSR. It's not like, hey, other games are like, hey, we're encouraging you to use this character. HSR specifically says, hey, you have to use this character. And if that's what Genshin's doing, then that fucking sucks. That really fucking sucks. They don't go standard and no one knows when they rerun. Okay, so yeah, that's at least how I understand it. That's also how like Hoyo games work. That those characters don't go into the standard pool, and you can only get that character when it reruns. Like right now, if you log into HSR and you're like, ooh, I'm going to pull on whoever the fuck is up right now, and hope I get Robin. You literally can't get Robin or any other character because you can only get who's on the banner. Basically, they said they haven't even decided when reruns will happen, so you will pull now or wait who knows how long. Okay, yeah, that's a little annoying. You don't even have a time frame. You don't know if they're going to rerun at all. Yeah, that's questionable. From what I got on the infield live stream, the game is more and more becoming a Genshin Wuwa action game, but with a base, with the factory building on the side. Yeah, that's what I saw, and that's why I'm like not that excited for infield, because I don't like Genshin Wuwa. I don't like ZZZ. I don't like that style. That's not for me. The thing about Genshin, there was shilling before, but there wasn't exclusion shilling. That's a new thing they recently started doing. Yeah, that's where it starts to get toxic. Like actually really, really toxic. I'm glad the peak test path got reruns. Yeah. I haven't messed with the rerun stuff, but good. Instead of it being in the forefront like it was in the beginning, which makes me a little sad. Oh yeah, you wanted infield to be more base building stuff than the action woo-wah. Yeah, infield is definitely responding to criticism and feedback, right? Because people saw the base building stuff and they're kind of like, what is going on here? And then like woo-wah popped off, and what's the other one that popped off with woo-wah? There's two that are competing, right? It's woo-wah and Genshin and somebody else. They're all doing the same thing. Big world, you run around with it with your 3 or 4 people that you can switch between, and you do like open world fighting, like hack and slash style. That all of the popular games are doing that right now. So infield has decided like, well, if this is what people want, this is what we'll give them. So they're definitely like responding to the market and trying to make what people want. That being said, the only thing that'll get me to play infield is Surtur or Eunectes. Surtur or Eunectes. And if they like release one of those two, and I know they have Surtur in like the beta, so she's probably going to be like on release. So I will probably play it like on release and play around with Surtur and then drop the game like 2 weeks or a month later. Like I'm not too excited about infield, but I will, if an operator I care about is available, then I will play it and like mess around and see what the hype is about. But I don't expect to stay around for very long. Let me in. Okay, so Mael is our newest party member. Everybody has their own little unique mechanic. So Gustav, his mechanic is the overcharge thing, right? He builds up charges, deals low single target damage, 5 hits. Critical hits generate 1 additional charge. And then overcharge, he does damage based on how many charges he has. So his whole thing is that he builds up charges and then unleashes a bomb at the end of it. Lune's whole thing is that she switches between elements. So she starts off by using Ice Lance, and if she had an Earth element, Ice Lance would do additional damage. But right now I don't have an Earth element, so it's not going to do additional damage. But after I've used an Ice move and I've generated an Ice element, I can then consume that Ice element to do more burn damage. Right? So she's like swapping between all the elements, and that's her mechanic, is using one element to make her next element stronger. Mael's mechanic is that she has different stances. Every attack is going to put her into a different stance. So right next to the blue square in the corner that shows like the 1 offensive switch, you can see a little red icon. This is going to put her in offense stance. This is going to put her, that little blue icon says it's going to put her in defensive stance. And this one's also going to put her in defensive stance. And her whole thing is that you're swapping between offense and defensive stance, and being in different stances do different things. Like this one, if you're in an offensive stance, you apply 2 more burn. If you're in virtuoso stance, which is like her ultimate stance, this costs 2 AP instead of 5 AP. So her whole thing is just like constantly stance switching and getting bonuses out of her stance switching. And all of these mechanics encourage you to continuously use different moves and do something a bit more than just like use your strongest attack every turn, because you are very much encouraged to mix it up. And it's very, 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 very good design. You do an incredible job in Expedition 33. Very deep game.
Did you find me?
There was a message at the indigo tree.
Do you know who left it?
A message? Maybe. No. I don't know.
Okay, so we got Mael, and now we are going to leave this humble abode and continue upon our quest to take down the very ominous 33 clock. But our new friend will not let us leave.
Again. We just trained earlier.
All right, but this time I have backup.
All right. But this time I have backup.
And this is a tutorial for new mechanics. It's in part a tutorial for specifically Mael's stance switching that I just talked about. It's also a tutorial for new attacks that have to be jumped over, not parried. Okay, and now we're getting the whole stance tutorial. But basically there's defense stance, there's offense stance, and there's like the Giga stance, which is Virtuoso. And basically you're encouraged to constantly swap between stances. So now, if you look at Mael's icon in the bottom right, it shows Mael's health, it shows her action points, and above her health it says offensive. She's now in offensive stance. So she takes more damage and she deals more damage. So it's a little risky, it's a little scary. But obviously, like, her whole gimmick is to constantly swap stance and being the appropriate one at the appropriate time, so.
Please survive.
I jumped way too early. Holy shit. All right. The curator will not let you pass. That is like the easiest fight in the world. Don't ask me how I lost to it. But I did.
All right.
I have to go through all of the tutorials again.
Ice shatter.
Finesse and grace.
Okay, let's try and jump over this wave this time. Don't have any AP because I didn't parry anything. So here's another thing. When you are avoiding their attacks, you do have the option between dodge and parry. And now jump. There are certain attacks that have to be jumped. And jumping is definitely easier than parrying. The downside is that you don't get any AP from jumping or from dodging. So now, like, I normally would attack him right now with Immolation. But because I didn't parry, I don't have any action points to spend. So I just have to, like, limp dick attack this guy. And it's, the game doesn't force you to do things, but it does heavily encourage it in a very healthy way. Very healthy way. So Spark was both stronger because it was in, it was stronger in offensive stance because offensive stance does more damage, but Spark also gets additional bonuses if it's in offensive stance, and Spark switches us to defensive stance, so now we can use defensive stuff next turn. So it's just a really fun mechanic to play around. Very deep, very intricate combat. And like here, so if you look on the right side of the screen, we have stains, and different stains do different things. Specifically, immolation. If I have a blue stain, I can consume that stain to make immolation do more damage. And stains get very deep, very fast when you have like 4 different elements to bounce between. And it makes for a really fun, really intriguing, really deep character. It has Path Nowhere level depth, it has Path Nowhere level story, it has Path Nowhere level music. This game is fucking incredible.
Let me paint death!
Alright, chat. While I just complimented this game like crazy, my wife did just bring me a nice bowl of bacon and looks like biscuits and gravy. So I'm gonna go have some bacon, biscuits, and gravy. I'm gonna have like a breakfast lunch real quick. So I'm gonna go hang out with her. We're gonna watch something. We're gonna watch some TV. I don't know what we're gonna watch yet, but we're gonna watch something. And I'm gonna enjoy a very nice breakfast lunch. So thank you guys for stopping by.
We've had enough.
That's gonna be the end of this Variety Sunday. We'll be back for Variety Sunday, obviously next Sunday. If you guys want to continue Expedition 33, we can. I think people are enjoying the Expedition 33 stuff. So we might be back with Expedition 33. We might be back with Arknights. Who knows what we're going to be back with. But we'll be back with this again come Variety Day. And we have the anniversary coming out Tuesday, obviously. And that we're going to have a lot of fun with the anniversary. So I hope I'll see you guys then. And until next time, hope you enjoy. Stay cute. Stay lovely. And I'll catch you then.